Hello there, Capricorn. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of May the 13th through the 19th. I have went ahead and cleared the cards for your spread. This is a general reading. I'm just putting the final shuffle on this deck right now. What that means when I say this is a general reading is that not every single thing that I see here will apply to every single Capricorn. So you may want to also check your rising and your moon sign for more information. Other than that, you may want to get a private reading with me and to schedule a private reading or even to schedule a private Reiki session. All you have to do is get my contact information off my website and get a hold of me. I can get you taken care of pretty quickly. Let's see. So my website is www.amista.info. That's where you get my contact information. Get a hold of me so we can do a private reading or a Reiki treatment. Tammy Bambi, hello, hello. Glad you're here, my dear. Capricorn, for you, well, you walked in just at exactly the right time. Just exactly the right time. Okay, Capricorns, let's see what you've got coming up for the week of the 13th through the 19th. First, I am looking at your environment. Environment is any place where you have energy or effort invested. Excuse me, I just feel like I need more light here. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. Any place where you have energy or effort invested. Usually, environment shows up as home. Sometimes it comes up as school, as work, etc. And so, what I have about your environment is basically looks to me like there's somebody that you're sharing your environment with who has narcissistic tendencies. When I say this person has narcissistic tendencies, they basically will do anything and everything to get their way. That means they can twist the truth, they can be manipulative, they can do gaslighting if they're a little bit more extreme. But you have somebody who is in a position of authority in your environment who is really abusing their power to get things the way that they want it. So that's the first thing that I have showing up for you, Capricorns. Allie Johnson, hey, hey. Glad you're here, honey. Capricorn rising. Nice to see you in the room. Second thing that we have coming up talks to me about your subconscious leanings. Subconscious leanings. Capricorns, something has come off the track for you, and subconsciously you're still trying to work out what happened. Why did that happen? What could I have done to prevent it? What can I do to make sure this doesn't happen in the future? That type of thing. So some kind of thing that you had some kind of plan for, goal for, mission for, has sort of run into obstacles or has come off the track. Your subconscious is working on how to get things back on track. That sounds like your roommates. Gotcha. Next thing that I have coming up talks to me about learning style and also communication style. So what we have showing up for learning style. Okay, Capricorn. What I'm seeing here is that there's a lot of turbulence in your life and that, oh, hey there, Gemma. Glad you're in the room, honey. Next, we're looking at communication style. It looks to me, Capricorns, like you guys are communicating this week in a very solid and stable way. You're not changing the ways that you're communicating or what it is that you're trying to say. I kind of feel like you have the same theme that you're communicating about for most of the week, Capricorn. And I almost want to say it feels like you're stuck, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like it's stuck. It just feels like you're communicating about this thing because it needs to be communicated about a bunch. Okay. The next thing that we have coming up talks to me about work. First, we're going to talk about work, how you make a living. Then we'll talk about that inner work that you do to improve your own personality. So, work, as in work to make a living. You guys may not be working this week. That's what I'm seeing here. If you are working, I feel like there's nothing going on there to celebrate. Whatever kind of goals or trajectories that you have that you're shooting for, not exactly happening. But for a lot of you, I feel like work just may simply not be happening. Okay. As far as inner work, Capricorns, I feel like you're in a time when things are turned upside down for you. And so your inner work is really just to try to get your bearing again, try to get grounded again, try to get a sense of what is reality again. Okay? All right, next I'm looking at that part of you that's being grown or expanded as you go through the week, Capricorn. And all of these that I'm looking at are major themes. It doesn't mean that this is the only thing that's happening during that, in that aspect of life as we're walking through. But what I have going on is things are happening fast. You're having to think fast. You're having to make decisions on your feet very quickly, and things are moving forward quickly. And so you're making decisions quickly as you move forward, Capricorns. Next thing that comes up talks to me about those things that you stand for. Looks to me like you have some kind of defenses up, or that you've created some kind of boundaries. There's only so much you can take, and otherwise you may feel a little bit overwhelmed, Capricorn. And I feel like somebody has been kind of complaining about that. They're used to having full access to you, and you're not giving everybody full access right now. And so you're having to stand up for the idea that, you know what, hey, guess what, guys? I need a little bit of me time. All right, so that's what I see coming up for you guys. And let's see, next thing that we have is how other people perceive you. And what we've got for how other people perceive you is they see you as somebody who really needs to do some emotional, some mental, some spiritual healing, some kind of healing. And that they're feeling like you're not getting very far with whatever that healing is that they feel like you need to do. Okay. Let's see. And that's just from an outsider looking in. That may or may not be an actual accurate perception of you. Thank you, whoever gave me that thumbs up. I do appreciate it. True for you. Cool, cool. Let's see. The next thing I'm looking at talks to me about that pivotal energy during the week. This is where things start to change and start to move forward in a more productive way than what they have. Or I shouldn't say more productive, because sometimes, it's not that this is less productive, what I'm seeing ahead of time or already, but things start to change. They start to go in a little different direction once we start encountering this energy. And so Capricorns, what I'm seeing you guys encountering is I don't know if any of you guys were here for my reiki earlier today, but I talked about a friend in that. And she happens to be a Capricorn. And I'm seeing a lot of stuff for her here. For some of you, this pivotal energy is going to be going to somebody's funeral. For others of you, this pivotal energy is going to be a new start for something that's going on in your life, whether it's business life or personal life. I'm sorry. Okay, so as we have what I am going to call this new start, because I think for the most of you, we're talking more about a new start of something. Okay, so as we have this new start showing up in your lives, Capricorn, there are a few things going on. I'm sorry. But the first thing that I see is that there are some secrets that are going on as you're starting this new start. So you want to be aware that not everything is exactly the way it seems as you move forward, okay, with whatever this new beginning is. And it's interesting, the dynamic of this new beginning is really interesting, because it takes something coming to an end for this new beginning to begin. And this something that's coming to an end is most likely going to be an old argument or an old ongoing fight that has been going for a while. And so this argument or disagreement is actually what ushers in the new beginning for a lot of you. And so this could be even old resistance to an idea. Maybe there was an idea about some kind of restart that you had that you just really did not want to do. You didn't want to go back to an old thing and get it going back up again. And that resistance has come to an end. And so that's allowing you to make this new start. Okay. And then we do have a little bit of disappointment coming up with this new start, that whatever this new start is, it's a change and things are different than they used to be. And I think there is going to be an adjustment period for getting through whatever it is that's changed about getting this thing going back again and start it back up again. Okay. Thank you, Allie. Yola Abdu, I am so sorry that you caught me live on this one transmission. This is definitely not my best first impression. My apologies. Tammy Bambi, I would not expect that it would be you. I can tell you that. The person that I know already knows that this is going to be coming up. So thank you very much, you guys, for tolerating me being much more emotional than usual during a reading. Usually I don't even think about who different signs are or play that out in my thoughts as I'm going through the spreads. And this time it just hit me really hard. And so I just apologize. I know what she's going through is incredibly tough. So thank you, Moonbeam Pixie Dust. I really appreciate the hugs. For those of you who don't know why I'm so upset, if you're curious, I did make an announcement today during the Reiki transmission earlier, the Reiki with Amista. You can find out there. I really don't want to go into that week, and I will see you guys the next time. Thank you. Thank you.